Hello guys, welcome back to an episode review of Hollyoaks for today's episode, Monday the 8th of December 2025. Lucas has overheard his father and his ex-boyfriend basically sleeping together and getting down and dirty. That is absolute, I thought Lucas would have to wait for Christmas to find out. He's probably only going to go and kill Ste now, since that he's been beating up Ste for pointless, frivolous reasons, tedious reasons. Now he's actually got a reason to do something, even though he shouldn't be hitting Ste in the first place. But I think Ste and Dillon, I feel like they're going to suffer a lot. So Lucas is going to do something. He's either going to choose to keep quiet, or he's going to go full on and he's going to hurt someone. But regardless, I think there's going to be a lot of repercussions, and either Dillon or Ste is going to face the consequence, which would mean that they can't be together, and they're going to delay them getting together and until, everyone's suffered a lot, Ste and Dillon mainly. And then they're going to be allowed to get together, if that makes sense. That's what I'm predicting. Let me know what you guys' thoughts as well. It's manic. Like the way Lucas behaves, the way the way he has his clone devices on, Dillon's phone and spies on the texts and calls that Dillon receives and sends. It's a bit disturbing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there can relate. Maybe have even been affected with these types of storylines. If you're one of them, then I'm sorry to hear that. And only time will tell, guys. Dodger is suffering a lot with his police mates who are bullying him because he was raped a few weeks ago. And I do find that Dodger's boss, the main chief, is a bit of a waste of space, because he just seems to brush everything under the carpet. Now, I don't know, I'm not an expert on the police force, but I'm pretty sure if you were to report that and your colleagues were bullying you based on you being a victim of, like a nasty abuse, then that's enough grounds to interview and go down the disciplinary route to get rid of some of your staff, like who think it's still okay to kind of abuse their colleagues, on top of what they've already have received abused on before. And it's crazy. What do you think, guys? Do you think JJ's alive? Because obviously someone's stalking Frankie. Today it was just Lucas, and Frankie was just in the way. So Lucas was obviously just trying to spy on Dillon. But I feel like JJ could be alive, but then again, he might not. It could be completely someone else that's related to Frankie, and it's gonna throw Frankie's socks off, and Darren and Nancy. I don't know, but obviously, why would the police even confirm JJ's death if JJ wasn't? JJ has not gone. So who is actually spying on Frankie then? That's even more concerning. And the fact that she's got this Sully, who I think obviously is a bit gross, is like, he's must be at least 10 years older than her. And the fact that he seems a bit predatory, because he's obviously controlling the situation. If he wasn't controlling anything, then fair enough. They're both of legal adult age of consent. But he's controlling her way of life, because he's the one that set this whole thing up to kill JJ and had him killed. So that's a form of manipulation, and I believe it's a form of control. So that's why I'm saying I don't agree with the age difference, because he's obviously far too experienced, and he's not using his experience in a good way. So he's using it in a very bad way. Rex is out of prison. Grace has left all of her belongings to him and Curtis, and obviously his granddad and Sully are trying to take advantage of him, and they're going to run the club for him. And if I was Rex, I wouldn't trust them with a barge pole. Both Sully and his dad, and yeah, he just needs to get rid of them. To be honest, it's quite sad that Rex has so much to deal with. Went through, losing Grace, and now he's been lumbered with family that he didn't even choose. And they're like, really bad crooks. Theresa came clean to Warren regarding the diamonds, how she fleeced Warren, and also someone else fleeced her because she had a one-night stand with some bloke that she can't even remember the name. Unfortunately for Warren, he's obviously very angry that Theresa's cost him thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. And it might be someone, I think it might be someone that we know. So it might, Hollyoaks might do some piece of writing where the bandit might be someone we know, but Theresa doesn't know. It could be some old character. We never know. Mercedes and Warren are back together, and I think, is a good choice. Look, they match each other, and the fact that the way Mercedes looks Warren up and down, and she's obviously in love with Warren, and Warren's in love with her, so they deserve to be together. Mercedes looks brilliant. Warren, someone that can protect Mercedes from all the bad people around, especially Gemma. Gemma saw that kiss between Mercedes and Warren. Gemma needs to get a life. I don't know what's her obsession with Warren. There might be more to it. Diane's obviously playing the slow game with Gemma, trying to dial up the burden and the guilt with Mercedes so she can fess up to shooting Tony. And I feel like Diane just wants Mercedes to suffer more than a jail sentence. That's just what seems to me. Obviously, Gemma's got inside Diane's head. Dodge just seems to be making some progress, but every time he makes some progress, he goes back to work, he just got these buffoons to deal with. So I really feel sorry for Dodger. But yeah, that's. I think I've covered everything, guys. But it looks like Lucas is gonna be on the revenge plan after overhearing on the phone that his dad and his ex-boyfriend getting on with it. So only the writers know what's going to happen next. And I'll see you in tomorrow's episode review. Peace.